Hey guys, I'll be back at you with a scary data center story. They called the facility DC-17 on the books. Nobody who actually worked there ever called it that. Most people just said the farm, or that place out past the quarry. It sat on flat, boring land in central Oregon, perfect for cheap hydropower and cold air. 240 milliwatt campus, 6 buildings, built in 2012. Expanded twice, nothing special, until you asked why Building 4 had only 3 aisles filled even though the power contract allowed for 6. The story starts with a night shift tech named Marcus who transferred in from Virginia in late 2019. First week he notices something off about rack 42-17-D in the mostly empty east wing of Building 4. The rack isn't in the official inventory spreadsheet. There's no customer cage ticket, no service tag, no AASN listed, yet it's fully powered, LEDs blinking green, and it's pulling steady about 8.4 kilowatts. The front door is covered in thick, factory applied anti-static plastic that has never been removed. Someone has written on the plastic in Sharpie, "Do not open me, ME 2014. Marcus asks around. The older guys just shrug. The facilities manager, who'd been there since day one, says very quietly, "The rack was here before the rest of us. Leave it alone and you'll be fine." He leaves it alone. 2 months later, a water leak alarm goes off at 2:17 a.m. inside the same aisle. Not from the ceiling sprinklers. Coming up through the floor tiles under rack 42-17-D. They pull the tiles. There's no leak. But the subfloor concrete is warm. Not hot, just body temperature. And there's a faint vibration, like a very large hard drive spinning up. Except it isn't rhythmic, it's more like breathing. They call in structural and electrical. No one can explain it. The decision is made to open the front door of the mystery rack just enough to see what hardware is inside, so they can at least label it correctly. They cut the plastic. Inside is not servers. It's one very old chassis, maybe 12U matte black, no manufacturer badge, no vents that anyone can see working. Every slot is filled with what look like custom back planes, but the boards aren't facing forward. They're facing inward, toward the center of the chassis, forming a perfect cube of security, all staring at nothing. At the exact center of that empty space hangs a single small drive, 2.5-inch, consumer-grade SATA, no label, no activity light, yet ILO equivalent management port, if it even had one, shows 100% link. 1.2 gigabytes per second sustained traffic in both directions for years. The moment the door latch clicked fully open, every LED strip in the aisle flickered once, like a blink. Then the drive inside the box spun up with an audible whoomp, the kind you feel in your sternum more than here. Network monitoring immediately lit up. No outbound traffic, inbound. Hundreds of thousands of TCPs and packets per second. all coming from that single 2.5-inch drive, all sourced from 127.0.0.1 loopback. The packets weren't going anywhere. They were just arriving, as if something on the other side of that impossible connection had finally noticed the door was open and was now politely knocking. With every port on the planet, Marcus slammed the door shut. The traffic stopped instantly. They never opened it again. The official story became faulty PDU. Water intrusion, sensor glitch, paperwork error. The rack was quietly decommissioned. The breakers were turned off behind 3 layers of lockout, tagout that no one has ever removed. But here's the part that still circulates in private signal groups among call techs. Every February 17th around 2:17 a.m. local time, the power meters in the building 4 bus still show a ghost 8.4 kilowatt draw for exactly 17 seconds. No breaker trips, no alarm, just 17 seconds of power that nobody can account for. And if you're standing in aisle 42 at the exact moment when the thermal camera, you can see a faint human-shaped heat signature standing directly in front of rack 42-17-B. Not inside it, in front of it, waiting, like it's hoping someone finally leaves the door open long enough. Thanks for listening, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.